Gold Cup final is set. I'm sure you're thinking, just as we expected, USA versus Mexico. Why didn't we just fast forward to the final and do with all this qualifying and group stages? Well, if you didn't watch the Gold Cup, you won't know how difficult it was to get to this point. But here we are. This was heavy lifting for both teams. This could have easily gone the opposite direction, as in Qatar versus Canada, and the secondary market for Gold Cup final tickets goes bananas. You know, if Mexico doesn't make it, if they're this close and don't make it, because people have bought their tickets already, it's like, they're not going. Maybe because it's Las Vegas, they'll go. I am feeling much better. I just want to say that despite my appearance. I know this isn't my best look. Pretty decent. I feel very Tom Selleck rugged, minus the mustache. I am planning on going to Las Vegas. I have a job obligation, and if it completes on time, which I expected, I'm going to jump on a flight around 2 o'clock Pacific time and get out there. But we'll tackle that when it happens. I want to be there. I said on this program, by the way, this is the Soccer OG. I said on this program, the Soccer OG, many times in the past. By the way, Soccer OG podcast coming out midweek. I will be talking about the Gold Cup. I'll be talking about the U.S. women. I'm recording this before they play, so I don't quite know, but I'll get that out. And then I'll have a Gold Cup final extravaganza podcast. And please subscribe. I know you're listening, so please subscribe and share this video so we get the numbers up, so I can get a production crew in, and we can make this incredible. You can watch the Soccer OG with 3D glasses. It's all possible. But I feel good. I feel so good that I had a glass of wine and I had a steak dinner. COVID negative. Still don't have the sense of taste, but it's coming around. But let's get into this game. Or let's get into this final. We'll have a proper finals preview, but let's talk about what we saw. Real quickly, the Mexico-Canada game was bonkers. Packed house at NRG Stadium in Houston where the Texans play. Controversy, CONCACAF. It was really pulsating, and you couldn't take your eyes off of it. There were a couple brawls almost broke out. I truly believe Canada was going to win this game late. The chant that is trying to be exterminated, which it should. And listen, I know we can argue about the chant and go, look, it's a cultural thing. But look, if you are a fan and you are told a dozen times to stop saying this, otherwise you'll be punished, and you don't listen, that's a different story, right? That's like you're being stupid. It's like talking to children. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's the last time. Don't do it. All right, I'm taking your PlayStation away. Oh, you're not going to say it anymore, are you? You've got to rule with an iron fist. And they actually delayed the game again. I don't know how many times they're going to do this and think this is, like Einstein said, the definition of lunacy or whatever it is. It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome. But they delayed the game, and in that stoppage time, Mexico got a winner. So the chant paid off for Mexico. No lesson was learned there. It's really annoying, and then just hammer down. Enough of this absurdness. It's just, I'm tired of being inconveniencing everyone because you want to make a point about this chant, and you want to make a point, then make a point. Say, that's it. It's stupid. So Mexico gets through, but I will say this. The USA have not looked impressive, and people can ridicule them, but Canada showed away. I think USA... I think the U.S. are going to win the Gold Cup. This Mexico team is ripe. So the USA beat them in the Nations League, and I said on this program, the Soccer OG, get as many USA-Mexico games as you can. So they nailed it with the Nations League, and they nailed it with the Gold Cup, and I just want to reinforce how difficult it was for this outcome to happen, especially with the USA not fielding an A team or a B team. I think it's a B- team. They made it. So Mexico, lots of concerns. They were great in the quarterfinals, but Canada is Canadian fans. Go ahead and start booking your hotels for Qatar next winter. Go ahead. I think you're going. Because this was a Canadian team without Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies, Ayo Akinola, Steven Vittoria, Lucas Cavallini, and they still pushed. They were outplaying Mexico for a long stretch. So hats off Canada. Let's talk about the United States. Against Qatar, people were, oh, what a horrible half for the United States. I told you how this was going to happen. I said, USA, weather the storm. They're going to come out. Don't concede. Boy, did they come close to conceding multiple times. Even gave up the penalty. And Qatar will fade. And that's exactly what happened. Greg Berhalter and I are on the same wavelength. You saw it. Qatar, you get them into the deep end of the pool, it's over. This is a great program. They're obviously getting ready for a World Cup, but they've got to work on fitness. They don't have it. USA does. El Salvador does. So they were able to do that, and it wasn't pretty. The United States came out with the same 11 that they had in the quarterfinal victory over Jamaica. So it was Matt Turner, Sam Vines on the left, Miles Robinson, James Sands, Shaq Moore, Kellen Acosta, Gianluca Busio, Sebastian Lletget, Matthew Hoppe, Daryl Dike, Paul Arriola, the front three. So I was surprised to see Dike and Busio to a lesser degree. Oh, Busio played better, but they went in there. And you know what it said to me when I saw those guys out there? It said to me, and this could be a good thing, that Greg Berhalter is seeing these players ahead of the best interest to win the Gold Cup. Because he did that. By playing Daryl Dike, who looked injured, by playing Gianluca Busio in a high-risk position, you said, I'd rather see these guys and see if they can deliver than win the Gold Cup. Does that make sense? Because if you really, really wanted to win the Gold Cup, you play Gyasi Zardes from the beginning. You probably play a different midfielder than Busio if you really wanted to win this, if you wanted to defend the first 60 minutes. But my hat goes off to Greg Berhalter because this intel is going to help him for the bigger competitions. You saw, can I rely on Daryl Dike? Probably not. I got to find an alternative. Can I rely on Gianluca Busio? Probably not. But he put him in there. Wouldn't you want a coach like that? Wouldn't you want a coach who gives you the vote of confidence twice and then a third time? That is really refreshing. Does it work out for Greg Berhalter? I don't know. But that was really refreshing to see that. Other developments here, we're very deep in this competition, even though it's not our A team. We used 5 substitutes. Reggie Cannon, Gyasi Zardes, Christian Roldan comes in at the 63rd minute. Nico Gioacchini and Eric Williamson come on the 81st. They changed the game. Gyasi Zardes scored the goal. Getting on Twitter, in American Soccer Twitter, and hearing all the hate speech towards MLS players, even though the majority of these players are all MLS players. But, you know, the poster boys for MLS, Christian Roldan, Sebastian Lletget, Gyasi Zardes. Those may have been your 3 best players in the game. So, shut it. I'm not angry. I'm just tired of it. It's like, have some respect for this league. This league deserves it. They have done everything. They have put all these players on these rosters. And all those young players that you love, like Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, well, MLS developed them. Not Pulisic, but Weston McKennie, Brian Reynolds, all of these guys, Brendan Aronson, Mark McKenzie, they were developed in MLS. So the depth came through. This was a really well-played strategic game. You could sit there and scream at the TV and say it doesn't look good. You know, I saw Argentina play a Copa America final. They looked like, but we said, oh, great. They looked terrible. It wasn't nice to watch. Many teams in the Euros did the same thing, but they got results. But they don't get dragged through the mud. The U.S. do. So it's a result. Last time I joined you on this video, I said making the semifinals is a great Gold Cup. Making a final, and now I think they can win it, is superb. Superb for the U.S. This is tremendous. So the depth worked out. DK, Busio, Ariola, Matthew Hoppe, I think he can put his hand on. Kellen Acosta. James Sands had a shaky game, but by and large, they put so much on his shoulders. He's good with me. And finally, Matt Turner was incredible. Didn't save a penalty, but he got into the Qataris' head. You look at him, he's like, you want some of this? They didn't want it. They didn't want that heat. Made 2 huge saves in the first half to deny the Qataris when they were really pushing. That's what you needed to win this result. That is why Matt Turner is our best goalkeeper. He is a once-in-a-generation shot stopper. His distribution long is fantastic. Short, not great, but the body of work, this is our number 1 keeper. The 2 center backs will probably stick around. And then the bench guys. And by the way, Jesse Zardes, after the game, he said something. He gave credit. They said, congratulations on the goal. He said he gave credit for the guys, Williamson and Giacchini, who were involved, for setting it up. He said it was a team goal. And then he gave credit for the starters for wearing down Qatar. He saw it. I saw it. I'm sure you saw it too. I am trying to speak the gospel here and make you smarter. Don't listen to this gobbledygook on Twitter. These people are steering you wrong. I watch. I'm going to tell you, you're going to look smart amongst your friends. So USA, Mexico, Sunday, Las Vegas. Hopefully get out there. It's going to be an event. You can't have enough USA, Mexico games. Tonight was very special on how it all unfurled. And now we'll see it. We'll have a preview on that. USA, exceptional. Greg Berhalter, everything's set. And now we have a fresh group of 8-teamers coming our way. September. This is what we wanted. This is what we signed up for. Subscribe to the Soccer OG. Vegas, baby.